What's wrong?
I have to give you something.
Moses.
He had it all along. He sent it to me with a letter. Said I should decide what to do. Give it to you, or destroy it.
Oh. I see.
I know what this photo means. It's not just a chance to try again. It's an obligation. I can't be mad about it. It's what I love you for.
Chloe.
Just promise me you'll always find me. Maybe not me, but some version of me. Promise me she gets to be with you if I don't.
Hey. Right now, the only thing that matters in the world to me is being here with you.
Okay. Good. Then let's go get set up so we can spend the rest of the night headbanging until we see stars.
Hella yes.
Forgive me if I truly was the one to blame. It got ugly, but I never stopped writing your name. Let's drink in the sun, 'cause who says this is the last time?
It started in December, but...
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are. Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Reggie, any guess?
The sun. What? Oh, yeah. Eclipses.
That's a good guess. Our... But I know... Reggie is the president of Abraxas, which is seemingly connected to the fire. And I know Loretta is somehow too. I need to talk to both of them. This school runs on coffee and cleaning fluid. I remember helping 3 students last time. Looks like I'm not the only one with concerns about our new leadership.
Bow, 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 bow. Coming through. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. Sploosh. Bow, 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 chicka, chicka, bow, 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 chicka, chicka, bow. Boom. Bow, 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 chicka, chicka, bow, 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 chicka, chicka, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Coming through. Bow, 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 bow. Bow! Oh man, my suds. Weak. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
I remember helping 3 students last time.
Our telescope is a Meade 16-inch Schmidt case-grain model with an advanced coma-free optical system. In astronomy, we have a little joke that it's not the size of the telescope, but the parallax motion of the celestial ocean.
Wonderful.
Sorry, is that joke appropriate? You can cut it out, right?
Please, tell us more about the telescope.
Sure. Well, any Schmidt case-grain telescope is going to feature a moving mirror focuser. Now, there are 2 main issues with that system: image shift and mirror flop.
Fascinating.
Of course, a nebula filter is a must, even in Vermont. And for planetary imaging, I always have my bar low ready to swap in. As we like to joke in astronomy, bar low lenses set the bar high for planetary astrophotography.
Delightful. Thank you, Moses Murphy, for sharing your extensive knowledge of astronomy and, most importantly, your deep, slumberous voice.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
And that will conclude another episode of ASMR PhD. I hope that all of you are fast asleep, dreaming of twinkling stars and swirling nebulae. Good night.
Wait, what kind of podcast is this?
Time to see if I can find any information on the fire. And enjoy the show while I'm here. I should see how Amanda's doing. Amanda will probably get on stage soon. I should find a... So... This...
Vox Populi, Lucas Colmenero. Jam-packed show today? Later on, I will be speaking with Barney Albertson, the Cornell professor who has been wearing a sombrero all semester in protest of the university's Halloween costume code. Should be fascinating. First, an update on the goings-on in my own backyard. For those of you who have been following my Sisyphean saga, you may be pleased to learn that I have joined forces with a local Lakeport organization who is committed to exposing the rampant corruption of Caledon University. So many Lakeport residents were displaced, despoiled, or otherwise damaged by last year's storm, and yet Caledon, which was virtually unharmed, has seized on the disaster as a pretense to sop up aid funds and expand its borders. Now, readers and fans of my work may be surprised to find me as a leader of this nouveau front populaire. True, they are not my usual literary or intellectual coterie, but ever since I excised myself from the rank bowels of academia, I have been looking to use my experiences to help the common man. Higher education does not make a person wiser or more capable. It merely serves to mask weaker minds in the language of their intellectual betters. The good people of Lakeport and I will not cotton to the demands of these supposed elites. By joining together, I feel confident our voices will be loud enough to crumble the walls of Caledon for good. But the boulder is not up the hill yet. I will continue to update you, my beloved poppies, every step of the way. Okay, quick break to talk about my sponsor, Cash for Gold.
Vox Populi.
I would give anything to unhear that. Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi. I need to check... Safi knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Welcome back to Academia Now. I'm honored to be joined by the new president of Caledon University, Dr. Owen Teller.
Thank you, and the honor is all mine.
President Teller, you've received a lot of attention since your appointment. Your predecessor, Yasmin Fayyad, leaves a substantial legacy, although her tenure ended abruptly. Do you plan to follow her path or forge your own?
First off, no one can doubt President Fayyad's commitment to excellence. Caledon was a sleepy New England backwater before her. Under her leadership, it became a world-class institution. But I took the reins during a time of great uncertainty, both for Caledon and for higher education in general. New challenges require broad visions and new strategies.
You're referring to your Caledon 2.0 plans, I take it? This is the newly announced initiative to expand Caledon campus and reorient towards technology and applied sciences.
Correct. It's a bold plan, but one that we believe meets the moment.
But how has the student body responded to your vision for the school?
Some of our students have a flair for the dramatic, but many of them are just anxious to know that their investment in a world-class education will pay off, which is my entire focus. The soul of Caledon isn't dead, it's expanding. Expanding to the tune of a state-of-the-art science complex and a 10-story dormitory just in phase 1.
And how has the town of Lakeport responded to your expansion plans? I have heard there is a growing protest movement against Caledon within the town, accusations of monopolizing funds and displacing residents.
Civic and business leaders are ecstatic about our development plans. They've bought into a long-term future where both Caledon and Lakeport thrive.
Respectfully, I'm not sure you answered my question.
I believe I did. Now, under the Caledon 2.0 plan,
when all this is done, you and I...
Let's see what Professor Murphy has been up to.
Poppies, let me begin today with one of my favorite quotes from President John F. Kennedy. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. Perhaps Lakeport's struggle with the corrupt Caledon administration does not rank on the great struggles of our time. Outside of the local press and you, dear listeners, few have even paid much attention to our cause. But revolutions are not confined just to national projects or massive institutions. Sometimes, the greatest way to effect change is to focus with all your collective might and conviction on rooting out the evil in front of you. My brothers and sisters of Lakeport are not focused on greater political movements or ideologies. They simply want to protect their homes and their families. It is perhaps the most ancient and universal human struggle there is. And that is why I am so honored to be counted as one of the leaders of the protest this Sunday. When we finally march on Caledon, we do not come as meek petitioners to their mercy. We do not submit to their elitist codes of conduct and acceptable political speech. No, we come to shake the foundations, to instill a healthy appreciation and, yes, fear for the power of our cause. Because make no mistake, power is the only thing these people understand. When I speak to you next, it will be on the far shores of the Rubicon. Until then.
Vox Populi!
A school is...
It's been a hard week. I wonder how everyone is feeling. I should keep checking. Final episode? Somehow I doubt that Loretta is announcing her retirement. I can't imagine a Caledon without Loretta's flyers wallpapered to everything.
Welcome back to a Braxcast. If you haven't heard, last week was a grim one for Caledon University. Details are still sparse, but an explosion rocked the campus last week, with the flames consuming the observatory. The sudden spotlight on Caledon means that this podcast has received some attention lately. Critics have accused me of clout chasing, or worse. But I've always doggedly pursued one thing above all: the truth. My school was targeted for violence by a man who had been denied the truth. It did terrible things to him, and he nearly did terrible things to us. This man may not be worthy of your sympathy. I certainly can't give him mine, but everyone is entitled to the truth. And when the powers that be conspire to hide the truth, well, that is where I come in. This will be the final episode of a Braxcast. I will pivot to uncovering the corruption in both Caledon and Lakeport. How did a disgraced English professor reinvent himself as an activist figurehead? Why were the police so slow to respond to the threats against Caledon? I will pursue these questions and many more. To the various news outlets who have reached out to me, please know that I'm reviewing your messages as fast as I can. I may be a burgeoning media empire, but I'm only one person, and midterms are coming. Listeners, if there were ever a time to like, comment, and subscribe, it's now. There is always more to be revealed.
I know I've been mostly ducking you since I left Caledon, but I heard about the fire. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Are you and Moses doing okay?
I've been through enough trauma to know that okayness only lasts until the initial shock wears off. But it could have been so much worse. So I'm grateful.
I'm guessing you had more than a little to do with that. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. You and Safi are the only two people I know who are like me. But for Safi, I don't think her power makes her feel powerful. I think it makes her feel trapped. What about you, Max? Does your power feel like a gift? Or do you feel trapped too?
I didn't ask for any of this. And most of the time, I would wish it away if I could. But I can't. So I just have to do the best I can, when I can, for whoever I can help.
That makes sense. Thanks, Max.
Come on, you have to give me more than that. What's going on with you?
I'm almost ready to talk about it. And when I am, you'll be my first call. I promise.
I'll be waiting for it. Time to see if I can find any information on the fire. And enjoy the show while I'm here. It's for a good cause. I could wade into this bidding war. Here goes. Amanda is super stressed about her set. Amanda will probably get on stage soon. I should find a seat. Then outbid me? This cannot stand. I want this sculpture just as badly as I want to stick it to Vin. Did you... Then outbid me? This... This?
Vox Populi.
I'm busy, Max. I'm busy, Max. I'm busy, Max.
It's the most self-satisfied nonsense I've ever heard, and this is Rand 31A.
Vin doesn't like any art from the last century. What's he up to?
All right, that's time on the silent auction.
Where's the pen? Where's the pen?
Nice job, Max.
Well played, Caulfield. Well played.
Success! You are going to love Hellerton House. This would be a great spot for a fancy date night. So it's currently useless to me. Emeritus? Is that what they call it when you resign? I was on.